What's good, Meat Boys? Yo, we anticipate blood and gore, specifically the Tresean variety for the latter, as Tresean Gore, aka Mr. Vicious, takes on Cody Brundage, who he looked pretty impressive in that most recent contest. He was an underdog, and he had to fight against Dalcha champion, Dalcha Lungiambula, and he pulled off a slick guillotine. It was within the first 4 minutes, and it was a pretty brutal submission. I mean, Dalcha was just absolutely suffocated, had to tap for dear life, and it was good to see him rebound and get that victory because he was absolutely smoked by Nick Maximov in that fight before the Dalcha contest, and it was a unanimous decision, absolute beatdown start to finish where he made Maximov look pretty good, and then the next time we saw Maximov, it was quick work as he got smoked as like a minus 300 favorite. So you wonder how good he is, and you wonder how good this boy is as he takes on Tresean Gore, who is coming off a recent loss. He ran it back versus Brian Battle, and Battle impressed in that contest, and it was good to see Brian Battle get that victory, shut up all the haters, because it seemed as though those were the two guys coming from the Ultimate Fighter, with most considering Tresean Gore to be the perennial favorite, but ultimately Battle was able to best him on the show and off of it in the actual UFC. So do you think Tresean needed that loss and is coming in humbled and ready to pick up a winnable fight over Cody Brundage, or is Tresean Gore simply just not that good and Cody Brundage is going to smoke him just like Brian did? What do you think?
You know, that's a great question. And if you remember the Brian Battle fight, you could tell that Tresean Gore was levels beyond, Pooh Bear in the fight game, speed, power, quick, etc. But Brian Battle had one thing on him, and I think that was just purely heart and possibly experience. I'm not too sure. I'd have to look at the amateur records, but you could just tell he was a gritty warrior, and it almost was like Tresean gassed out, he cashed out, and then he got smoked. But the first few rounds was like, oh my god, this is sad. The speed, the power is so much one-sided, and it seemed like Pooh Bear just gritted through it all with lots of heart and perseverance, and he came through. He's been winning like that for honestly the whole Ultimate Fighter. He just basically out grits everyone, and he never gives up. Everyone else kind of breaks. They're like, "Dang, he ate that shot, okay." And then once they get hit by a little shot they didn't like, they're like, "All right, I'm done. This guy's unbreakable. He's a Pooh Bear. He just eats it all, eating all the honey, and he can't be put away." So I think Tresean Gore in this fight is going to destroy Cody. I don't think Cody is a Pooh Bear fighter. Like, I just don't think he has heart like that, or Diego Sanchez level grit. So I think Cody's going to get slept early and often, and very surprised to see the odds this close. But yet Tapology is very bullish on the knockout, which I do like that also for Tresean Gore.
Yeah, it's basically a pick 'em, right? Tresean minus 125, Cody Brundage coming in at plus 105, and over at Tapology, it's almost a near split too. But you're right, there is a lot of brown for that Gore KO. 56% overall is going with Vicious Tresean, whereas 44 is rolling with Cody. Majority for that Cody victory is a beige decision, so looks as though if Cody gets the W, most think he will do so by decision. I think that this is going to be a close fight. I mean, I thought Tresean, to be honest with you, I thought he looks kind of silly in his debut. I mean, if we remember, he was coming out doing the championship belt, Aaron Rodgers style, discount double check, and ultimately he got discount double checked into the cage and got absolutely smoked. So I think the dude needs to perform a little bit better if he's going to be behaving with that sort of braggadocious behavior. But ultimately in this one, I think he's not that good, Meat, and I got to go with Brundage to get that decision, similar to what the majority of Tapology, those at least riding Brundage, believe will happen. And I think he's going to wrestle a lot. I don't know how good Tresean is down on the mat. I just haven't seen him utilize those skills just yet. And if Brundage is able to be gritty, similar to how Brian Battle was, then I like his ability to take this thing down repeatedly, just hold him there and grind out a unanimous decision. But if Gore gets this knockout and is finally ready to deliver on this hype that he is selling, that's going to be fun because I want to see how far this dude can go. And, it's always good to have a new heel that is actually kind of relevant in the UFC. But as for now, I feel like he's just a heel that isn't even very interesting and isn't very good. So we'll see if he can get the job done against Cody Brundage. But I got to roll with Cody. Any last thoughts?
No, great points. And throw in the comments, guys, who you got, Gore or Brundage?